if you had to choose two anime characters, two to be your I wouldn't say sidekicks, but like you got a right hand man, and then you got pretty much your two. I guess we call them sidekicks, right? Out of any anime you've ever watched, right? Who would you pick?
To be my right hand man and my sidekick.
Yeah, so like you got one that's your right hand man. You got, I mean, you could have left hand man too, I guess, but like to stand at your side, two of them. Who would you choose?
Yeah, let's say it's just like a little group, little
A
three man team.
little group, little trio.
Okay, okay. Honestly, it would be awesome for me to like pick characters from different animes because there's
Yeah,
definitely characters I love. But I feel
yeah.
like the interaction between characters of already established animes would be better than just picking two random people. So I will pick two people from the same anime, and
Okay.
unfortunately, you're probably gonna know
Uh,
I'm gonna pick
why?
Luffy because Luffy's the shit, and
Just
I
pick
wanna be on
somebody
a crew with
else.
Luffy.
No, no, escape. No, getting rid of. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna put rules on it. No
No main
big three.
characters.
No big three.
Oh, no
No,
big
you can
three.
have no main characters, but no big three.
Okay, well, how about this? What type of world are we in? Is this like an isekai world? Is there a demon king I have to defeat?
Um,
Or we just living in a regular life?
let's say it's a COD world, like a fantasy kind of world. You can have a demon lord or not, but you do go on dungeons. You do fight monsters. You do, you're out there hooking and jabbing. I mean, not every day, but you have some slice of life. It's not fighting every single second, of course, but you live there. You live there, and you got a trio. Who do
Okay.
you want in your trio? You're in charge now. These MCs ain't in charge no more.
Oh no no
You're
no!
in charge.
Big definitely, big definitely. I'm gonna go with the main character from Reincarnated with my smartphone, Toya,
Okay.
because honestly, his skill of off the smartphone is too
Yeah.
OP not to have him on my team. He's gonna be
Yeah.
able to locate enemies. He's gonna be able to attack enemies over a large area just by using his smartphone. He's just gonna be great support as a main character. Obviously, he gets all the bitches, but since I'm the main character, he's gonna be able to bring in the bitches, and and he's gonna be able to take care of all my support stuff. For a third person, I definitely don't want my sidekicks to overshadow me, so I'm going to choose somebody else for support. I have Toya, who's going to be cover like a lot of the combat stuff, so I'm going to
Hmm.
have to go with my boy Sanji because I need
Sanji.
somebody cooking up the food in the
Okay.
kitchen.
I see, but I
I
did
need
say
him to
no
cook
big
the
three.
food in the kitchen.
I did say
Oh
no big
damn,
three.
no big three. Since I can't use Sanji, then I'm gonna have to go with
You're
Soma
not.
from Food
You're
Wars.
not gonna get murked. You fighting. I mean, you're hooking and jabbing out there. It's just
I already have my boy with his smartphone. He's going to take care of most of the shit. I'm already going to be OP on my
okay.
own. It is a
Okay.
reincarnated world. I'm just going to need somebody cooking up in the kitchen. And since I can't have Sanji, he got the feats. So I wish I could really use him because he got the fighting and the cooking. But since I can't use him, I'm going to have to go with my boy from Food Wars. Ooh,
So
I take back my final choice. I'm going to go with Charming.
Charmy.
I gotta go with Charmy because she can cook. She's gonna be able to keep my magic or whatever my world on power is. She's gonna be able to keep rejuvenating that through her food, and she knows how to get down when she needs to
Yeah,
get
she
down
could
on her
get
own.
down. She could get down.
Does she have like
So
the coyote form or the wolf form?
yeah,
Because she
she
has the
was
wolf
a
and sheep
sheep.
clothing. Yeah, she
She's
got
a
the wolf
sheep.
and
Yeah.
sheep's clothing. So yeah, I'm
All
going with
right.
Charmy for my second person.
So these are the two people I'm picking.
Okay.
Now, one the overshadowing thing. Overshadowing doesn't bother me because I'm the main character, and if this is a show, it won't matter how strong. We've known it. We've known plenty of shows where the main character was strong, but even their side character was broken as fuck. So the first person I'm picking is gonna be Rimuru from Reincarnated as a Slime.
Rimuru,
First person I'm picking is Rimuru
you going
because
OP?
Rimuru can do any. He's practically a god. I mean, he can fix magic. He can also empower people. He can train me. Like say, just because I am the main character, but say he is stronger than me because it's literally fucking Rimuru, then
That's your
he
master
can
Roshi.
train me. It is what it is. I'm picking Rimuru, right?
I
And
mean,
then
he is the master of
this
isekai.
this
So
is this is for my it's for my etchy fans out here, and I'm not kidding. I got a reason for this.
go ahead, go ahead.
I'm picking Roxanne. I'm picking
Rock.
Roxanne
Okay.
from Harem and the Labyrinth in the Netherworld, and the reason
Okay.
why. So it was between Roxanne or Albedo, and the reason why is one just because Japanese anime um, discuss it that much. I've seen it in maybe like one or two anime, but doesn't discuss that much about STDs. I honestly don't want to be out here like trying to find or get women. Even though I know I'm the main character, like I just don't want to do that. So I'm picking a woman who I can have cunnlings with, right? I can do my thing. I'm a man. I want my piece, but another piece that
Uh,
allows me to have other pieces.
those little
So I
toothpaste.
was gonna pick Albedo. But Albedo
You
ain't
have
gonna
no other
lie.
pieces.
She ain't doing nothing. None of that. She ain't having none of that.
Nah.
So I have to go with my girl Roxanne because one, she could box. I mean, Albedo can box too,
I mean,
but
yeah.
Roxanne can box. I get I get me a little main ting, right? And then Rimuru for the god. And I honestly thought about your whole thing, like with the cooking. Should I pick somebody who is like reincarnated, as in like smartphone, or um, what was the other one I was thinking about? The guy from Campfire Cooking in Another World,
Yeah.
like one of those where he can like pull things out of his time. And I thought about that, but I'm like, I can get food, and I'm not saying. I mean, this is just a basic question, like who would you choose,
Yeah.
right? But I feel like, in another world, I can find somebody that's like that. I can get me a cook, but out of the two people I'd want next to me, I need to get me a little side ting. I
You
can't
need
just
a
be with
little.
all dudes,
I'm thinking
you
about
know.
food. You thinking about side things. Oh man.
But there's food out there, and then she could box, and Rimuru, he's literally a god, and he can replenish my HP, he can replenish my power, he can make me stronger, Plus, like, it's fucking Rimuru, you know what I'm saying? So those would be the two. Those would be
Hey,
the two I'm picking.
me and my boy, we gonna start ourselves a little harem, man. I don't know if you seen Charmy and her like her full form when she's not in her sheep form.
Hey, by the way,
She
everybody,
can join.
she is 19.
She
She's
can join. Yeah,
19.
she's an adult. She can join the
She looks
harem
like a
too.
child. She looks like a child, but she's
That's her
19.
sheep form. That's because her whole thing is like sheep,
Yeah,
a wolf in sheep's clothing. So when
yeah,
she
she's like,
does her actual wolf form, she has her adult body.
yeah,
So hey, Charmy can join the harem too.
Ro- Roxanne, you know what I'm
I thought you were talking
saying?
about Roxy from what's it called? Mashuko Tensei. You remember
Oh,
Roxy
Rock.
with the blue
Oh, the
hair?
red hair?
No,
Oh, the
blue
blue
hair.
hair. Oh,
Yeah,
blue hair.
the
I
love
mean,
of
there's
his life.
she's technically 50 years old, but I'm not a lolly, so I'm not doing all that. All right, welcome back, everybody. What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? So another slow news week for us. We're still watching our great weekly animes, but David, I know there's been a lot of hate in the community for Mushoku Tensei, for jobless
Bro,
reincarnation.
it's one of my
Uh,
favorite isekais, and recently
so
I heard somebody
yeah,
saying that it's if this is one of your favorites, your opinion doesn't even matter to me. I'm not saying no
yeah.
names,
Yeah, yeah,
but that's
yeah.
what that
So I
nigga
was about, I
said.
was about to say, I'm about to say this. We're not out to drag anybody or say any names or anything like that. But recently we both saw a video about somebody saying that Mushoku Tensei is you're the problem if you watch it. You're what's wrong with the community. Practically calling out probably millions of people that watch Mushoku Tensei, the entirety of the anime
A lot
isekai
of people love
community,
that show.
calling that show out, and for reasons of like for slavery, things like that. One of the topics brought up was he's going into a slave world because the creator said he's going into a slave world, but he's not there to rescue the slaves per se because he's respecting their culture. And then he had a problem with that, and it's like, what? Yeah, I mean, if you go over, if you were to bring your wife to an Arabic country and don't respect their customs, like find out what fucking happens to you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't, you can't just go into somebody's other world or other country or whatever and just say fuck their customs, fuck their tradition. Like it's not a Captain Save a Ho situation. Like nobody's out to start a revolution. Our boy went there. One, he rescued a girl, treated her right, didn't touch her, didn't do nothing with her. Hasn't done anything, and fed her, gave her a meal, gave her a hot meal, gave her new clothes, gave her weapons. Was he a little tough on her? Yeah, he wanted her to survive, but
yeah.
like he didn't do nothing with her. And then the whole well, he's really just a 30-year-old man, old man. Like, no, he's not. I mean, yeah, in the old world he was 30,
Yeah.
and and in this world he is quite literally a child. Now, me personally, obviously I've never been put in this situation, and it probably never will. But if my mind got transferred into the body of a child, obviously my internal emotions would be like, I wouldn't be attracted to another child because I still have my mentality, and that's weird, right?
Yeah.
But it's a show. It's a fucking show. He's quite literally a child. You
Unless
know
you
what I'm
want this
saying?
10-year-old to be dating 40-year-olds, then
Yeah,
okay, I
yeah,
guess that's better your
yeah.
fancy.
And
But no,
are
no.
we gonna act like that we've never seen a single isekai in our entire life where everything is slavery, everything is
Bro, not even
lolly cons?
isekai. That shit's across all of anime. Like,
Yeah,
if you have a problem with this, really, like, you can really stop watching anime. Like, there are
yeah,
certain animes that go too far, and we will call those animes out. But
yeah.
Mashoko Tensei ain't even one of those. Like, the first
No,
point is it's the beginning of the show. We just got introduced to this whole concept of slavery. So look at Rising of the Shield Hero. They make
yeah,
a fair point of talking about slavery and how
yeah.
he's personally against it, but he understands that's how this world works. And
That's
he
how the
has his
world works.
same
Yeah,
conversation with the Spear Hero. And yet he still works like Future in the book to actually liberate the slaves. Like the
yeah,
slaves love him, the Beast people love him because the Shield Hero embodies the freedom of the slaves. So if
yeah,
this is your first anime, just say that. Like I thought you were way more versed when it comes to anime than that, but
yeah.
it is what it is.
It's quite every single isekai, and besides shonen animes. Like if you're a shonen slag, then I guess that's I mean then that's it, right? There's people that only watch shonen anime, but quite literally every single isekai on the planet that we've ever watched has had something that goes against our normal culture here in life, right? But this is another world. If I get reincarnated, like I watched another creator who actually stitched that creator, and he was a black dude, and he said, I'm black. My people went through slavery. If I got reincarnated into another world and I saw slavery of all kinds, you best believe I'm not saying shit. Because one, like, granted,
Come
I
on,
know how
John.
my ancestors suffered, but at the same time, like, this is the world they live in. Because slavery is normal to them. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, granted, if like you need to get somebody or you want to treat somebody well, like, yeah, but what am I about to do? Like, start a revolution and destroy cultural society and destroy like infrastructure and like, no, that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is he is trying to, do his thing, living in this world that he's not accustomed to. Like, you got to realize, at least by season 2, it's only been a few years. Like, it's not even like he's been there forever. It's only been a couple years. Like, yeah, he's grown up there, since he was a baby or whatever. But like, he's what I think he in Mushoku Tensei, he's like
In the show, like currently, I think he's probably like
it's
16 years old.
he's like
Yeah.
16 now. So he only grew up there, which world this is a world he does not understand. He's still a child. He is literally a child. Yeah, he's broken to a point. He still gets his ass whooped and he dies. Spoiler alert. But well, almost dies. But like he's not about to be out here just Captain Save-A-Ho millions of slaves. Like where's he gonna put them? Like here, run free, be homeless for the rest of your lives. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
you want to be honest? You want to know what the real case is? This is just another case of someone trying to be a white knight. Oh no, slavery. Let me go ahead and act like this offends me way more than it truly
Yeah.
offends me because I want people to like me more because of it. Bro, I don't want to hear it. I really don't
I
want to hear it.
I think it was a fucking a take, like a hot take to like bring in like interaction.
Yeah, maybe
To be honest,
maybe it was just for content, but
but when
stop
when you sit
disrespecting
there
people.
and blatantly
Yeah,
blatantly
blatantly
call
just
people out
fuck you.
and say like somebody said in one of the comments was like, okay, well I'm still gonna watch it. It's just an anime, and he said you're what's wrong with the community. Like I'm sorry,
He
like who are
literally
you?
said if this anime is something that you like, then your opinion doesn't matter. Actually, your anime
Yeah,
opinion doesn't matter. Actually,
none. I
no
don't want to hear
opinion
your
you
opinion.
make matters.
Yeah. Like you sitting here calling like thousands and thousands of people, probably millions of people out. It's a fucking show. It is a fictional show. How many shows in this world, how many movies in this world depict slavery, depict SA, depict the R word, depict, all kinds of chicanery that we don't fucking appreciate in our certain culture today, but they're still like good shows or good movies. Like
Yeah,
the Free State of Jones. The Free State of Jones with fucking Matthew McConaughey
it's
is a slavery movie. It's a great fucking movie though.
it's not like
Like,
they're depicting it in a good light. It's not at any point they said slavery is the best thing
no,
ever. They're depicting it in a negative light. Like you could tell by like the OST, like the music, like it's
yeah,
more dreary. Everything got a little slower. The actual animation
yeah,
became darker. They're not trying to say that slavery is good, but they're saying that this main character is
yeah.
actually bringing some goodness to this slave girl. Do you want to leave her in the cage, dying,
Hell, when he went to go
hungry? Like,
rescue, when he
what do you
went to go
want?
rescue the beast, when the beast kids, The Beast Kids were caught as slaves underground. What did he do? He literally
Literally
saved
saved
every
them.
single one of them. Every single one of them. Every single isekai I've ever seen with slaves. The anime, like you said, gets darker. The music gets darker. You see that they're being treated like shit, right? And then the one that's being treated like the most shit turns out to be the co-main, one of the co-main characters. Like
Yeah,
he
the
sees a
diamond in
little
the rough.
girl. He sees a little girl that's being treated like absolute garbage. In almost every anime I've ever seen, he sees the one that's being treated the worst, and he rescues that one, or he takes that one upon himself. But it's they never depict this thing in a good light. In any anime I've ever seen, they never depicted slavery as a good light. Is he partaking in the trading and the consumerism of it
Yeah,
and the capitalism? I mean,
yeah.
yeah, that's the world he's in. He
But is
can't
he making
just
that little slave's life better?
yeah.
Yes, he
and
is.
most of the time, whenever they go to buy their first slave, they're not strong yet. So what do you expect them to do? Just in broad daylight break this slave out with the little strength that he has, and then to get fucking murdered because he decided to free some slaves the minute he got there? Like it doesn't make sense, bro.
Bro.
But
Just trying
I
to make
think
content, trying to be
I think
edgy.
some people, yeah, I think some people out here are just doing hot takes. I mean, I know I say some shit that's like, like this is the pocket, and I'm like way over there sometimes. Like I get it, but yeah, I don't just do it for content. I be genuine about my
And
shit.
you're not disrespectful when you do it.
No,
You're just
absolutely
making a
not.
hot take. He was being
Most
disrespectful.
most people that disagree with my hot takes, 'cause I know I got a lot. I'm just like, that's how you feel, and that's okay. You're in the part of the community. We
Oh
have
yeah.
a right to disagree
Jiff.
with each
Somebody
other.
hit us with a jiffy. I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? I don't
Yeah,
understand your new school language. Jesus Christ.
yeah, I don't get it. Anyways, so topic I wanted to discuss with you today to kind of go into more depth, especially for you, David. We talk
Especially
about
for
it a
me.
little bit. We talk about it a little bit. Now, this is on the eve of Boruto: The Next Generation time skip, right, coming out. I kind of wanted to talk about my takes on this. And the reason why is because I've gotten in a few conversations, even I've seen it on TikTok, on some of our social media platforms, that people have come at me or said something about my takes on Boruto. Now, a few of them I just make like funny memes and shit, right? So I made that meme. So if those of y'all go follow our TikTok, it's the Otaku Octagon. Just type it in. I made that meme with the Pirates of the Caribbean thing where he's like, "Drop your weapons, or I kill the man," and then it says like Boruto One Piece fans going after Boruto,
It's
and then
not with
Naruto
us.
fans, the OGs, are like, "Well, kill him. He's not with us." And then like the
It's not
Bleach
with
fans are all
us.
tied up, and they're just like, well, if he's not with you and he's not with us, then who's he with? And I make funny jokes like that. And for those of y'all who follow us, know that I don't like Boruto. I don't like it at all. But I want to go more in depth on why I don't like Boruto.
Okay.
So find out where to start here. So I didn't really write any notes. I've just been thinking about this for the last few days, right? Especially with the time skip coming out, the new art and animation that I've seen, which does look good. I can't even lie. Like the animation, everything looks pretty good. The concept art, I guess you'd call it,
Yeah.
looks really good. One, I understand that they kind of nerfed a lot of the Shinobi and Naruto, especially Naruto and Sasuke from Naruto, to make this show about his son, right? Like, I understand that. Do I agree with it? Absolutely not. Because in the beginning, and I've seen this clip everywhere, where I think it was like the second episode of Boruto, when they're trying to fight somebody on a train and Naruto flashes by him and fucking just blows that fucking train up. Like, he's practically a god in the beginning episodes of Boruto. And a lot of people in the community were, a lot of them were saying, we're watching this because of Naruto and Sasuke being adults, because that's what we wanted to see.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there was this paradigm shift where Sasuke lost his fucking Rinnegan. Sasuke was less around. Naruto started doing less, and then he lost Kurama. There was this downtick of feats that Naruto and Sasuke were doing. The feats that we wanted to see, their peak. Literally, Naruto and Sasuke are peak at their current moment, and then we just cut them off at the knees for the Boruto show in the beginning. And this is coming from, and full disclaimer, I've only watched at least the first like 100, maybe 200 episodes. I mean, I'm giving a range here, so if I'm wrong or off a little bit, but I'm not caught up in Boruto. I've been reading and catching up, as in like reading things and certain events that have been happening, just to kind of keep aware of the Naruto universe, right? But I'm not fully caught up in the anime. But this is why I stopped watching it. And one, the story is absolutely horrendous, and we've talked about this before. How the first half of Naruto was like, or the first half of Boruto was written poorly, and a lot of people knew that, and then they made this shift to change it, and it started getting better soon. But you have to go through like the first 150 episodes to watch it. Um, but I really want to get to is the first half of Naruto is my only gripe, or first half of Boruto is my only gripe, is that they nerfed a lot of the characters we came to know and love.
Yeah.
Right, that is honestly my one and only gripe from the first like half of the
That's
Boruto
good.
that I've
That's
watched.
good.
And there's nothing else to it, right? Now currently in Boruto, and from when it got better, we met Kawaki. We have like I forgot what his name is. Orochimaru's son, right? Orochimaru's son, the one with the white hair and the snakes coming out of his arms and shit. This show, the Naruto universe, has turned from shinobi with a few of them having like pretty not godlike, but having OP powers to this alien versus predator fucking like everybody is a god and has some kind of god tier level fucking strength out of fucking nowhere. And I think it is degrading the idea of what Naruto embodied, and that was a shinobi village with just some, not I wouldn't say average ninjas, but just for the sake of argument, like some average ass niggas and average ass ninjas that, a few of them had really good powers and were really, really strong.
Yeah.
Now, can you argue that's how Naruto was as well? Yes, but the main character of Naruto, Naruto himself, and Sasuke had to get better than everybody around them because they were the pivotal of the entire
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously in the first, like, OG Naruto, not Shippuden, we didn't have no Susanos. We didn't have, the tailed beasts,
Yeah.
big.
But we
We
obviously
didn't
had
have
to
none of
raise
that.
the bar as we continue to go through the story. It
Right,
was a pretty long story. We had to raise the bar in some way.
right. Right. So we had to raise the bar some way, but that was a very good gradual raise of the bar. And now all of a sudden, out of nowhere from Boruto, like Boruto started off with like a very futuristic ninja village. They had cell phones, which is funny because if you go back and look at Naruto, some people had like cell phones and communication devices, but that wasn't the main plot point. But they made a big plot point out of Boruto being that it's more in the future,
Yeah.
right? They got TVs, they got everybody has a cell phone. People got watches and shit on. I mean, it's more technology oriented because it's in the future. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't be mad at that. They're like what, like fucking 15 more years in the future. Technology has
Yeah,
advanced.
that's the whole
So I'm
plot
not,
point of the beginning of
yeah,
Naruto. Freaking
yeah,
technology versus actual what it means to be a ninja.
right. And so I'm not too upset about that. It is what it is. It's 15 years. I can't expect it to not be the society to not progress. But it's really turned into this big like alien, like I said, alien versus predator, godlike powers and it's going away from what it used to be and just being ninjas who are really strong. I feel like you can make ninjas really strong in Boruto without giving them these weird alien type powers, fighting a god every fucking episode, every other episode. Like we're fighting these Otsutsuki who are coming down to the planet, which I don't even know why. I don't care to know why, to be honest. But yes, we fought a Otsutsuki, which in the end of Naruto. But I've already said before that I think Madara should have been the final battle or boss battle, anyways.
Yeah.
But it didn't have to be that way. It didn't. You didn't have to. You didn't have to do that. I get that technology is ruining the world, and I guess that's like a little. That's like a little call to our society we're in now, which is probably one of the reasons why they fucking did it that way. But it didn't have to be that, and that's all I'm gonna say. We could have kept the main thing, but we didn't, and
Okay.
we have what we have now. And maybe one day in the future, who knows? I'll fucking actually watch the shit, or I'll even read it. But I just think until and don't get
Lies.
me wrong,
The
again
lies.
and again to with the new time skip coming out, it does look pretty good. I mean, the whole like Boruto stepping on old boy's face with the sword, I think that looks pretty. I think that looks cool. Like if I didn't know anything about Boruto and I saw that, I'd be like, I want to watch this shit. Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? I would want to watch that. But and I'm happy for y'all who are Boruto diehards and Boruto time skip coming out. Y'all waiting? Like, good for y'all. Hopefully you break the internet because Gear 5 didn't. Um,
Sir, let
um,
me pull up the reports. Let's
I didn't.
relax.
I didn't want Gear 5 to break the internet. I was watching shit that night, and I love One Piece. So I said that on one of my posts, or on one of the little Beyond anime and comics things. Somebody was like, Gear 5 broke this, broke that, and I'm
I mean,
like,
it
I
did.
love One Piece, and I
It
don't
did.
want it to break shit. I
I
don't
mean,
know. I was still watching
let's not. I
Crunchyroll
feel like breaking is such a strong word. It muddled.
crashing.
It caused a high traffic to the point where it did crash in
It
certain
crashed a
regions.
site that literally
It
is
literally
modeled after
crashes
One
all the
Piece.
time, but a lot of pirate sites
Yeah,
also crash too. So it didn't break the internet in any
yeah.
regard, but it did
Crunchyroll was
cause a
still
lot of
working. I was
traffic.
watching
It did
Crunchyroll on
slow
my
down
bed.
a lot of things. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I was
mean, your
watching
region,
Shield
you were
Hero.
good.
I was
It
watching
was
Shield
region
Hero in my
specific.
bed.
It was region specific. Like certain regions had certain outages, while other regions did not. A
By
lot
the
of
way,
America did not have those
it could be
outages.
my favorite fucking anime in the world. I would not want it to
Yeah, but
crash
I don't know why
anything
anybody
because
would necessarily want it to
like
break
why
it.
would you want it to break anything? Like I'm watching shit right now.
Yeah, I
I was
want to
like, please
watch it.
don't.
Like I
Like the
remember
fuck?
like starting. I'm like, oh, please, please work, please work.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyways, well, that was my rant, everybody. Again, if you got something to say, say the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like don't, like what do you mean by it? No, but like that's how I feel about Boruto. Again, these are all opinions. None of it's facts besides the obvious facts that we talk about during the show or what happens legitimately in the shows. We appreciate everybody. Hopefully, you stuck through my nonsense, but we appreciate it. Please like, leave a subscribe, go to our Instagram, follow, go to our TikTok, follow. I do post some really funny ones. David posts the clips. I post the clips of the show. I post just the funny, stupid memes out there about just normal nonsense. So y'all can go and enjoy a funny meme here or there. But subscribe. Let us know in the comments how you feel. Let us know how you feel about the whole Boruto. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you wish Naruto continued, or do you wish Boruto would continue? So I appreciate everybody. We love you. Peace out.
Peace.